Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back. I'm Will Dragon and this is our playthrough on Timberborn in the great town of San Fran, Beaver. Now we are currently in a bit of middle of a slightly big project. We have our makeshift pipework going down so that we can get a pressurized system and really start filling up this reservoir and really start growing the reservoir as well. And we are also just about to hit a lovely drought cycle. Now before I click play and we actually get moving, we've just finished our first large water pump, so this whole lake is about to get drained. I also just want to very quickly, this is going to go up to 0.8. We are going to go and turn off and potentially delete, I'm not entirely sure though, but at least 3 of our pumps. And in fact, I think we're actually maxed out on water near enough, so do you know what, I'm going to go and pause a couple more for now. We also want to... I'm hoping that gets us a baker, as we do now have 5 idle beavers and 5 empty jobs. And yes, and then I think I will also be deleting some of these smaller water tanks, because we are also building a larger water tank here, which will help service this, and then potentially any future large water pumps we get down here. So I think let's go ahead and I'm going to go 2 speed just in case I've missed something and disaster is about to strike. But no, I think we're okay. We of course want to keep our builders going, and I'm actually tempted to 18-day drought, not a problem. Famous last words. I am thinking of increasing my population a little bit. Maybe I should do that at the beginning of a drought. Maybe I should. Who knows? We're potentially going to do that. I mean, obviously, we focused on happiness, and we have gone and made our beavers happy, because, of course, the happier they are, the more productive they are. And yet, it doesn't take a drain on any of your resources. So that's a great bonus. I think we are going... I'm just going to unpause this for now, and we're going to go and get ourselves, in essence, 6 more beavers. And of course, they also grow up faster. Let's grab this one here. He grows up 25% faster. Oh, wow. If I can get 1 more... Well, maybe 2 more well-being, that goes up by another 5%. So what do we potentially... Quick fixes to get ourselves... Hang on, let's have a look at this guy. Quick fixes to get ourselves a little bit more love. Grilled potatoes, grilled chestnuts, grilled spadocks. I mean, yeah, that kind of is a production chain. I do love doing social life. These could be good things. Oh, there you go. We have our new... Whoops. Hang on, I've lost this now. Where is he? There he is. Oh, this guy's missing half of our things that we have. I think he's just been born. He's missing everything. What can we get? Contemplation spots, it's only +1. An agora gets us a lovely +3. Or a dance hall gets us a lovely +5. Question is, where would my beavers go to dance? We could, of course, then build things, you know, bulletin poles, shrubs, lanterns, all these kind of fun things. I mean, like a bulletin pole right in here. I can see that. 2 metal, 20 planks, 600 science. None of that's a problem. Most people, as they run past it, will get their bulletins, and most people will run past it throughout the course of their day. So I'm going to go and place one there. I'm also... Oh, that doesn't quite get both of them. I'm going to stick this here, because then that covers kind of both directions, I feel, apart from this one. Okay, there's a slight deficiency on that. This does also cover the mud baths. That one covers one of the camping spots. And like I said, I feel like most people will then get the bonus from the bulletin board. And with that, hopefully we'll get a little bit more. Look at that, we're starting to get the water in. I've gone and turned off my water effect. This can pump to its heart's content. I do not care if this gets drained. It doesn't actually irrigate or water anything in my current setup whatsoever. So this is just, hey, pump as fast as your hearts can possibly keep your arms or legs, or I don't know, what do you think they use to pump? Do you think it's like a pedal thing? you think it's like a, you know, a good old-fashioned, just, you know, like one of the old-school trains up and down pumpers? Like, I don't know. Or maybe they just make sure the machinery runs properly. That probably makes a bit more sense. But anyway, so, yep, they just pump as fast as they can possibly pump. We are prioritizing the building by haulers, but then, hey, we only have so many haulers. And that's nice and full. He's still gathering little bits and bobs there. We're going to go up to 3 speed. I think we're okay, to be honest. We are still pumping. This isn't going down too fast. But what I am going to do is I am going to pause a couple more just to be safe. We've still got 16.6 days to go. And then I really want to keep these guys going as well. And then so one other thing I'm going to do, if I go to district management, I want me another building post. Do I want to build it in the center? Because I feel like I'm just going to end up moving it if I do. You know what? Let's go and stick you over here. Because, you know, they don't actually go and live in the builder's hut when there's jobs to be done. So we don't need to worry about that too much. So let's go and get some more builders. We should hopefully get some more beavers ready to work shortly. We can keep our injured beavers down as well. That, of course, helps. Pump, man, pump. We are going to... We've picked up all the resources from here by the looks of it. So let's just go and tidy up a little bit. And... let's go and get rid of that. There you go, a little bit tidier. Very much do like to keep things tidy, as you all well know. Oh, look at that, this is almost full. And yep, this is... it's not going down much at all. Of course, from this point, because we do raise it up higher than this, this is in fact draining from all of this as well. This kind of little bit of extra stockpile of water. We are, I mean, yeah, we're doing really well in terms of our construction, etc. Aha, this is up and running. That's fantastic. What I'm going to do, let's go ahead and pause you. Let's go ahead. You know what? Let's pause another water pump. And let's really get our builders moving. Anything else that's kind of maxed out? Not really. Not really at all. Nothing that really I think is struggling. Just nothing that's particularly maxed out. Dirt is looking good at a lovely 1.4. The only thing that's a little bit low is our metal blocks. And that's just because we're using so many of them. There you go. Yep, that's pumped down another level. And we do only have one smelter. Now, I could very much do with another one. And so that might be the next build. I mean, we don't have huge amounts of scrap metal, so I wouldn't want to put too much strain on that either. Just because the chain's not great, to be honest. I'm fully aware of that. We didn't actually go up any levels from building these bulletin posts. That's interesting. You have a couple of guys hitting like a 25, which I believe has potentially increased his working speed to an 80% as opposed to a 60%, which is amazing. Well-being of 32, a well-being of 27. Yes, well-being 25, that boosted his working speed. But, yeah, no, that didn't actually seem to quite have as much of a desired effect as I was hoping. Well, would you look at that? I mean, what are we? Are we missing anything that I feel we shouldn't be? Or maybe a lantern compared to the others, because obviously we haven't gone and built our good old lantern beaver statue combo on top of this roof, which we could very much go and do. Wouldn't take too much. Well, would take a little bit actually. It could very easily be done and would get us that boosting up to a 26. Look at him pedal. I'm going to go down to double speed. Look at him just relaxing his day away. Let's go down to single speed. And don't we all wish we could just be here, ladies and gentlemen, just relaxing in a beautiful bit of mud, floating along enjoying our day. Right. However, back to running a beaver town, which... Yep. What are we down to? 13.4 days. I'm really not worried at all. Let us... It is too far away. Okay. What are we looking? We are currently building this. Once that is built, and potentially the next one as well, though the next one is almost built, funny enough. We need to kind of get a bit more into this one. Once these two are built, I think we're going to be able to reach this. And I think I've got those as highest priority. So as soon as they can be reached, they will be removed. And we can finish off this little bit here. Beautiful, that's that piece. And that is that. Beautiful, that's going to be removed. So let's put the rest of our construction down, which will be... three terrain blocks. And then... two more levees. And that is the whole system fully planned, except for I have two open gaps here. This was in lieu, because I kind of blocked in and made a bit of a dead space for bad water. So I had to go and do that. So that's going to carry on building. And so then let's basically ignore that, because that can carry on. Look, we've got 8 free beavers. Let's go and turn this on, just to get this filled back up, because I don't want to forget about it. I have done that before. Things did not end too well in that regard. And let's start looking at what comes next. Now, I'm very happy to plan. I don't want to really start building too much, though. Because I don't want to distract my builders from what they're supposed to be doing. So, of course, we do want to come up here and open up these underground ruins and get probably a second district on the go, if I'm perfectly honest. However, to do that, our biggest problem is that we need water. I'm not going to worry by the fact that they're going down, because they've been pretty much fully charged for so long that I'm trusting our system works beautifully. And so as I was saying, I think... yeah, but to do that, I need a good source of water. Which is going to mean once I've built this, I need to build a second reservoir over here somewhere to then start supplying these guys with water. Or, of course, I could be non-stop transporting water, but it then does just mean I need to increase this source, so to say. And I've got an interesting plan, I think, to do that. I think what I want to do is potentially a little bit crazy. Well, not so much... well, crazy, inefficient, How do you best describe these words? And I think what I potentially am thinking of doing is... I'm going to go and build a reservoir. So we've got one there. And then so once I've got this one, I think I can use this, and I'm going to pipe it this way. And what level are we on? Let's have a look. We're on that level. So yeah, I can pipe it from there. That's perfectly fine. And... so what I need to go and do is I want to clear this area. And then I'm going to build myself a second reservoir here. Or am I? Now there's the question. So I don't really see what I can do with it there. Because if I can get a reservoir here, I feel like I can start feeding more water through here. Now, I don't necessarily need to feed water faster, But the point is, if I've got 2 reservoirs feeding this during a drought, it, well, it just works out so much better. Really? That's it. Now, of course, I could build a reservoir here, and then we get some beautiful landscaping on the go. And I could potentially attempt to trickle water in through down here. Because we are, I believe, thinking of flooding up to here, if I remember correctly. If I've planned this all right. So we'll see what happens. What are we down to? 9.3 days. That's looking okay. I'm going to pause another one. We've got in fact, I'm going to pause another 2. We've got so much water in the tanks that I could probably turn everything off and we would have no problem. But this is even still pumping, ladies and gentlemen. So we are going to go and plan, I think, a second reservoir. Now, we don't want to interrupt this area. This is our wind farm area, and it will stay that way. I may have, in fact, blocked this one off, but they can be moved. That's fine. And so, what I want to do is, like I said, build myself more reservoirs. So if this is my wind farm area, if I was to blow a hole, blow a line here, so we have a trench. And then from this trench, we have our reservoir. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to level that off there. Then, I'm going to level that off there. Let's go one more. What this then allows me to do is I'm going to go some landscaping. And I'm going to blow those 2 up. Then what that allows me to do is that, quite frankly. Now that is up to the level, so to say. Then we get some dirt blocks. That is the basis of our second part, reservoir. Now that definitely does, wow, the offshoot for it needs to be taller. And then if we're going to make a little channel here, which I think if I go and do this, it then comes all the way down here and then simply falls down into here, which, hang on, let's zoom in a bit and take a look. Yep, that is the level I want it to go to, which is a beautiful drop down of 3. So what I'm going to do is that'll drop down there. That'll drop down there. This will come all the way. I feel like that's trying to make it look like I'm going to blow up the windmill. Like that seems a bit of a harsh thing to tell me I'm about to go and do. And if I go and put that there, and I think that'll give me my nice channel. And then that basically means that by here, we build a sluice as an exit point. build another set of levees. To finish marking it off. And, oh damn it, we've got like one tree in the way. It died. Yes, it did. Mark resources for demolition. Let's get rid of that tree, please. And then we have to start building up the back wall. Though I say that, we actually don't need to. Because I do actually believe that we were going to build here. So, I'm going back to landscaping. And that would be... This, in fact, will drop down even more. Close above a downstream depth of, I think, 0.5. Of course, we'll actually figure that one out once we've blown everything up for a start. And let us make all this very constructible and allow them to get all the way over here. Now that... Oh, they are going to go and start building that. Okay, that's cool. How are we doing over here? No, wait, I actually don't want them doing that too much. Yeah, just the dynamite for now, really. Okay, yeah, that's okay, that's okay. Not too much of a distraction from their actual project. Okay, yeah, so then that should make me a channel. I'll blow that up whilst it's dark, so I don't risk blowing up any beavers. And how are we doing exactly? Well, we actually almost seem to be done. I'm gonna go and place our last two pieces of impermeable floor. You're telling me we have... Yeah, the overhang's all done. It's a little bit... There you go. The overhang's all done. The dirt's all done. Can't get... Oh, we're actually struggling for metal blocks. Well, in that case, and it's... Don't think... oh, yeah, we're actually struggling for scrap metal, prioritized by haulers. Because we have the scrap metal, so it's just a case of having it available for the smelter. But now we've gone and prioritized, it looks like, yep, that's not going to be a problem. Water's still maxed out. Logs are actually going down as well, which is interesting. Our forests are very, very trim. So I think that could potentially be something we have to look at as well. So this actually does the work of 5 singular pumps and only takes 3 people. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep these 5 paused. Potentially deleting them when we get to our next, whatever our next detrimental cycle is. And yeah, it looks okay. So it's slight delay on this now because of the need for metal blocks, but not really. We only need 5 more metal blocks, but that's not gonna cause too much of a problem or too much of a delay. We do, however, have a slight problem with logs by the looks of it, and it looks... It's wavering, let's just put it that way. It's not necessarily going back up. So what we need to do is, in fact, increase our forestry area. I mean, it looks like they've kind of always got trees to chop down. This area, not so much. But it looks like we definitely need to expand our logging area, which means we need to start thinking about water. I'm going to use the word harmonics. I don't know if that's quite the right word, but it sounds like a good word to me. So we need to think about flooding more areas and basically getting more irrigated land. bread rolls are going back up. Now we've actually got a permanent baker assigned. So that's not too much of a problem. But I actually don't need to overly assign these guys anymore, because we're actually keeping up max water. It's crazy how well one of these guys is going. Very crazy. So he's doing fantastic, quite frankly. So we'll turn a couple of these back on, but we will keep a couple turned off. And so that also, like I said, means we're going to have some free beavers. We've also got a builders. Wow, we've actually got builders that are bored. It's built. Ladies and gentlemen, the pipe system is built. So we should see this start to flood. And so on that, let's keep these guys going. Let's, wait, hang on. So how do I want to do this exactly? I don't know. Let's just get some terrain blocks going. Oh, wait. I built that the wrong way around. Ah, never mind. What I'm going to do is, in fact... Yes. Let's simply remove all of it. And buildings, buildings, buildings. And then let's go and get our dirt blocks. And let's keep making this thing taller and taller. And hopefully with this as well, we will get to see how this beautiful pressurized system is going to in fact work. So yeah, let's basically see it in action. Let's see how it works. We get to see it in 0.4 days. And yeah, it should start filling up so it then actually overflows above the level of the input. That, I believe, is how my water mechanics work. We could, of course, have a leak in the pipe. We will find that out very shortly. Oh, wait, which we do. Hose below contamination 4%. So if the contamination is above 4%, it will open. Okay, yeah, that works. So we did, in fact, have a leak, but I've just gone and fixed that. So I think we're impermeable. I think it's all been set up correctly. Oh, wait, or has it? Is that a... We got a hole there? I don't know. No, I think that's a block. I think that's a dirt block. We'll find out in 0.1 days. So let's actually come up and... Oh, in fact, hang on. Let's... Oh, wait. We are paused. Let's make a grand old explosion. Detonate. 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 And with that... not quite. This will... That doesn't quite work. We need to... blow that up a little bit more so it ends up in the channel. That drops down to there and that will flood there. And yep, so that should be a working river once I build those two parts. And so for here, we just need to slightly go and patch over, build a path, so that that guy can go and get access to his place of work. Drought cycle ended. Now we can't see any of the water, but we can see how far it goes due to the irrigated land. It's coming, it's coming, it's down here somewhere. It's coming along to here. It's coming along to here. It should start coming through now. Here it is. So that's going to start filling up. And as that fills up, we should see it go above this level. We'll keep an eye on that. So this is now filling up. I'm going to go and drop this down so that this starts flooding through. That is going to delay this filling up a little bit. That's okay. And then, so what we actually want to do as well... I do actually need to make a slight revision to this. Is those two actually need changing up a little bit. Right, no, actually. Arg. Arg! Go and build those back up. Because otherwise we're going to have water coming down here onto our crops. And we don't want that. What we do actually want, though, is a way to get the water out. Now, you can't generally go and build above the crops. No, you cannot. So what we, in fact, want... That's alright, ladies and gentlemen. That's not a problem whatsoever. That is, in fact, equal to the back level of our new reservoir. But again, that's fine. We're going to go and bring it back a tiny bit because, well, quite frankly, we have to. And... got a successful closed reservoir. You need to go 3 wide. And so that's what we're going to have to do. We are going to go and grab... that there. And that there. We need to go 2 tall for this next bit. And then we want to link this in. How wide do we need to be? Ah, beautiful. And that is, in essence, going to be the start of a reservoir. We're still extremely slowly filling up. This is due to the fact that this is open. And this is, in fact, filling up. Let's go and kind of cut you off now. Not that that really cut you off, but... So there you go. This place is nicely flooded. It hasn't stopped that building. That was kind of one of my worries, but as you can see, unfounded. Okay, and that now creates a proper channel and a river, which will allow that to go through. And so, where were we? I believe we were building stuff. Paths and structures. Nope, I don't want to go one of those, but I do need to go... one bigger? No, I don't. We do, however, have to go that, because we have to create, in essence, a makeshift pipe. Yeah, that'll happen. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, it works. At this stage, it's working a little bit too well. But, it's too far from a district and can... oh, right, yes, I've gone and... let's maybe actually get these things built a little bit. So yes, as you can see, it works. It floods. It goes higher than the input valve using a pressurized system. We just flooded ourselves a little bit too well. And this is all going just nicely. We haven't quite reached the height of 0.8. That's perfectly fine. Drought is approaching in 3 days. That's not a problem at all. Because we are ready for it, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready for it. Okay, so let's go back to our building project. And we're going to continue to build, like I said, our building project. We need to go and Let's level this off. And then we need 2 more of you. 1 of you. And 2. Sorry, 3 of you. And then what I'm going to do is use, of course, the biggest ones available. And then if I'm doing that from here, we need to, in essence, be... that. Yes, that's correct. 1, 2, 3. We come to the 3rd block in here. Of course, we come to a slight problem because we have crops. But we will deal with that problem very, very shortly. So that is, in essence, our marker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We should be there, I think. And that should be our next double. Let's have a look to see how that... Yep, that is correct. Alright, so there are our markers. We are going to have to go and demolish a couple of crops, unfortunately. Make way for our lovely, lovely reservoir. And I'm just going to ignore the fact that this is massively flooding. Too far from a district and cannot be reached. Well, hopefully once it's harvested, it shouldn't then get replanted anyway, so we can use that to get rid of it. And a happiness of 25! I don't quite know how, but hey, I'll take it. Is that the level I want to be at? No, I think 1 more. And if I grab these bad boys. Then, yes, I keep building this up. I'm trying to think what I'm doing next. It's a little bit confusing. Once again, I think we need just 1 more. And let's see how we're doing. There you have it. The next one will be so much easier because we have, in essence, breached the gap. That looks like it's a winner. Yes, it is. So on this level... Whoops, sorry, on that level. Yeah, no, in fact, we'll need that one as well. But, we're on this level. We need to go up by 1, 2, 3. Let's do that. We've just hit a drought. My water, I'm basically ignoring it, and it's not a problem. It's fantastic. Which means I am 100% ready to expand. Which is a fantastic feeling, ladies and gentlemen. Because expand we must. And then so... expand we must. That can be deleted. Can in fact go and top those up with those. We will of course need finish those in, and also going to, yes, unlock that. And that is in essence most of our reservoir, except for these two little guys, because we're not actually eating enough carrots to get rid of them. How are we doing? We're still... Yep, that's fine. We're too far from a district, but we are getting into that one. This guy, he's not going to go and empty this lake, which means, like I said, we can start looking on to our next levels of things. This is... It's been put down, it's in a design, but it is the next level of big project ready to go. It's really in... It's not an immediate thing. I just wanted to get it put down, and as it becomes available, it can go and get built. So on that as well, we're just going to go and set its priority pretty much all as... a lovely -1. Potentially leave a little bits and bobs of it. Let's go mark it as kind of not important at this stage. There you go, we've marked most of it. And I have to finish marking all of it. I can't be this cavalier, folks. It's not in me. I can't do it. It breaks my internal OCD. We are... Oh, power's actually going down a little bit. That's unusual. And so, yeah, so that's our next big thing. I mean, we're kind of finishing off our first big thing, if I'm honest. Which I think has another... Well, yeah, I'm going to put another layer into it, because we're going to go up to as high as I built the ladder, basically. There's no basically great thing of how high it's going to be or needs to be, but I may as well just go as high as I built the ladder. And so our next big thing, ladies and gentlemen, what is that going to be? I mean, I do want the next district putting down, but... I feel like we've got so many things to improve. Our log industry has actually recovered beautifully, but I feel like it's still kind of on the edge a little bit. You know, I mean, I also quite like that with this reservoir pushed up and built up, that all of this area stays beautifully green for, I'm gonna guess, near enough the duration of a drought. So yeah, food's good. Water's good. I mean, most of these are turned off. I am, in fact, gonna go and get rid of a couple of them. I'm just gonna go over to those two for now. Along with these. Go and clean up our waterways, basically. Let's go and clean all of those up. Yeah, we've just got so much water, I don't know, it's ridiculous. The amount of struggle we've basically had for the whole series. And now I feel like I could, you know, just start water fights. And not care about the consequences. Leave the hose running to keep the lawn green. It's crazy. And yeah, food's really good, so I can very, very, very happily support a lot more beavers. And so, I think maybe we're going to kind of go and do that. Now, question is, though, how do I want to go and do that? That is the next big question. Do you know what? I think I know what I want to do. Well-being. My dance hall. Ooh, that takes a bit. We do have the materials, though. We very much do have the materials. Oh, beautifully sized. I think I want my dance hall right here. Kind of. Maybe one across? How do I want to put this? How do I put this? You don't fit. here maybe, or even... I mean, because what, I'd need 1, 2, 3. Well, I suppose I could put it there. And I would get another layer of housing, etc. in. That could work. And if I was to put it here, the fact that it wouldn't line up with the housing I've currently got available, which I am thinking of deleting, don't get me wrong. But the fact that it doesn't currently line up, yeah, once again, it kills me on the inside. So I think... let's go and get ourselves a dance hall. I think... let's go and get ourselves... of course, yes, increased height housing. I do forget about that. Let us... go and get some more housing, I think. Then we need... a beautiful ladder, which I'm going to put that way. Along with that. And of course, let's not forget to path it up. There you go. We're going to get a dance hall down. We have a dance hall down, ladies and gentlemen. We have dancing beavers. Oh, somebody call the police. The beavers are dancing. They are dancing so happily. Look at them go. And we are going to get some more housing. So we are going to increase our beaver population. We're going to have a little bit of a boom. Not, well, I say a little bit. 18 more beavers. It's an okay increase. And, yeah. Who knows? Maybe we'll even get these carrots farmed one day. We do, we are slowly getting the materials up. We still do have, we got 1.5k dirt. We've got plenty of dirt going around. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to use dirt wherever possible. Once we get the update 7, that, when I say wherever possible, that wherever possible massively increases, which is fantastic. Beaver happiness of 26, of course. 27. Can we keep it going? Do I have an advance on 20? I have some beavers on 30. A dancer. I say a dancer. What's a dancer? What is a dancer? Where's a dancer? A dance hall. A dance hall gives up lovely +5. So we could see this increasing up to closer to a 30 on average. Let's get those beavers dancing. Put on your dance tails and flap. I don't know. I'm confused mostly by that. And what comes next? What does come next? That is the big question. We, however, have come to the end of the episode. So that is a question that will be answered next time, ladies and gentlemen. And so when we come back, I'm not going to lie, I'm not sure. We have increased our beaver population. We are going to have capacity for so many more jobs. I just need to decide where those jobs will be best used and what exactly needs doing. Now, of course, we have a bit of a failing metal industry. I understand this. We also, for instance, you know, certain things we don't have huge stockpiles of. Though certain things like dynamite, I'm hoping I don't need a huge stockpile of. But hey, you never know. The more dynamite you have, the more fun you have. We also do want to get our... beautiful. We also do want to get our second district on the go. But that then does take the continuation of our mega projects, which I feel our infrastructure needs a bit of work first. So that's what I'm going to generally look at. Look at our infrastructure. Figure out what I need for it. And then go from there, ladies and gentlemen. And so, until next time, as per always, thank you all very much for joining me. I hope you are still enjoying the series so far. And I hope you will continue to join me as, well, as we continue to grow, as we continue to see what we can do, and as we continue to conquer the rest of the map. We have another water source to go and rescue. We have a bad water source. We have a couple of bad water sources to cap off. And so, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, as per always, I hope you have enjoyed it. And as I said, I hope you will continue to join us, and until we do see you again, wherever that may be, I hope that you will stay safe, happy, and healthy.